hear it.
Okay, what do you get when you jingle Santa's balls?
Jingle balls, obviously.
A white Christmas.
I don't get it.
Okay, never mind.
Are you implying that Santa's balls are white?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
What if he tans nude at the beach?
Moving on.
How do you know? Maybe he's black from the waist down. How do you know what color Santa's balls are?
Oh my god. Okay, don't worry about it. Let's go play our London only match.
You should never tell me a dirty joke. I don't like, it's 2023. We shouldn't imply what color Santa's balls are.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
That's what we were, yeah.
Is that not the joke?
When you grow up, you might get that one.
I'm 21 years old. I want to get the joke. Can you tell me the joke, please?
No.
We need more females in Poland. That too. There's new. God damn it! I'm gonna mess up her name. What? How do I pronounce her name? I'm gonna nickname her Sana. I'm nicknaming her Sana. Cause I cannot pronounce the first part of her name, so it's gonna be Sana. I can pronounce Sana. That's about it. New Chisana. Okay, New Chisana. Yeah, New Chisana. She actually looks a lot like Pokey too. It's pretty cool. You know, it's like a car race.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how to explain it.
It's fine, I get it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but it has nothing to do with Formula 1. Okay, so they only go left like Zeus. Why is going left like Zeus?
Do you know a Zigzag McQueen? Zigzag McQueen, do you know?
No. No?
You don't know Zigzag McQueen?
You mean Lightning McQueen?
What is this?
Yeah, the lightning.
What is Zigzag McQueen? What?
O kurwa, moje plecy.
Yeah, it's Lightning McQueen, not Zigzag.
Yeah, polish it's not Zigzag. Tomeczek.
People run faster. What the hell, chat? Stop. Okay, I can go faster. Just people run. Literally just people run. Oh, my hair is so annoying. It's so long now. I mean, it's easy to like work out and talk because I'm not going full speed. Like, I can run quite a bit. So this is like pretty simple. Are puzzles working? I need to warm up with puzzles. Also, I want a new Title Tuesday. Every company needs a professional ship poster. Yo, if I ever get hired professionally, that's what I'm gonna... Guys, fuck this. I'm going back to sleep. Yo, this is not it, guys. This is not it. I don't want to play chess anymore. This game is too hard. Yeah, maybe let's go. Fuck.
Okay.
Nice. Bertosz looks so wholesome. Is he wholesome? I never understand what he says in Polish, so I have no idea if he's a wholesome streamer or not. But he gives me very wholesome vibes. He is hot. Oh! Okay, I understand now. Okay. He looks like, yeah, he does look like he eats a lot of cheesecake. Oh my god. What a Chad, bro. Okay, so I started planning this cosplay way too late, but I was going to get 6 of these, and then I couldn't figure out like how the fuck do people keep swords floating on their back. So I really only got like enough that too for both of my hands. Yeah, so watch out, chat. Watch out. We got the sword emoji. Yes, wireframe usually. Oh wait, that's Krechik. This song slaps.
Na smyczy mam kundla. W kieszeni gotówka.
What the heck? Yo, you guys actually need to pop up more often. Bro, where can we get some more of this kind of energy in the chat? Like, my NA viewers don't have this kind of energy. But Polish viewers, man, are built different.
Oh, this hand. No, the headphones are getting in the way. I don't remember this at all. Okay, here we go again. This is fine. Dude, how do you do the horse thing? I don't get it. I literally do not get it. Like, I genuinely don't understand. Alright, I'm done.
Bomba na banie kończy mi balet. Najlepszy dwójczyk syreny na ranem. Na wysoradę jadę jaguarem. Na całej pieczy precz pod radarem. Funky, biorę oryginalny pierdolę plastik. Wiżory na karki, złote zegarki. Wzrostowy styl na systemie Nike. Ska dżungla. Zawija kumpla. Na switchni mam kundla. W kieszeni gotówka. Miejska dżungla, pies zawija kumpla. Na sprzeczni mam kundla, w kieszeni gotówka. Robię tak, posrała spara łuska. Zemsta i zabójstwa, brudne ręce, wykryw bluzka. Hey, don't worry, I'll make sure I friendzone him on chess.com. Don't even sweat it. I'll make sure he gets friendzoned in front of 50k people. Yeah, it's Friendzone Friday. Like, I literally... Okay, do you guys know the story? So the other day, I was just streaming. I was doing, like, a thing with my friends, right? And, like, I was just wanting to tell my friend about how... It's obviously not Stanford or Harvard, but it's still a decent school.
It's a Twitch streamer.
Hi.
Hoggers.
Oh my gosh. Excuse. Alright. Yeah, my heater needs to actually get turned up higher. I'm getting cold. This is like, I like having my room at 26 degrees. Yeah, they discovered indoor heating in Canada, finally. It's 2020. Thank you so much, Romeo, for the tier and welcome back to your 4th month. Thank you.
Alright, hello everyone. Hope you guys are all doing really well today. Hello. we are actually going to be, I know some people might have been like, oh, it's going to be an IRL. It's going to be fun. If you saw my thumbnails from earlier, I apologize. Unfortunately, I had a really crazy experience today. Well, not that crazy, actually. But, yo, Gary, thank you so much for the tier 3. Welcome back to your 34th month. Thank you so much. Aw, well, I unfortunately can't relate to football that much, but I hope your haircut looks good. I am doing well. I am doing well. I had a pretty busy last day. Oh my god, was it only yesterday where I massively punted that Balatro tournament thing? Yeah, it absolutely is. Oh gosh. Well, no. Okay, so what actually ended up happening today was I had planned out this whole IRL. I'd even reached out to the venue beforehand and was like, hey, can I stream here? Like, just to confirm everything's gonna be good. And they were like, yeah, absolutely. So I had my IRL stuff ready to go. I had everything in my backpack. I had even, like, left out the door. And then I was waiting on my Uber and all that stuff, you know? And what ended up happening was crazy. So, like, I was on a pretty tight schedule today. I'm usually on a tight schedule, but today also. So I wanted to stop by a place for brunch first, for lunch, dinner. It's 4 p.m. I don't know what that is. Tea, I guess? Afternoon tea. Anyways, you get my point. I was just trying to pick up a sandwich before I went to play because I hadn't eaten yet and I was really, really hungry. And I knew that if I was going to go play IRL chess, I would need some food. So, anyways, Linner, I have no idea. Tea, whatever you want to call it. It's my breakfast, technically. It's my first meal of the day. So, I basically tell them, like, okay, yeah, I'll be there 4:30. I tell Hard House, which is where I was going, I'll be there 4:30, like, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, okay, cool, yeah. Sounds good. We'll be all ready for you. And then I've like called my Uber. I'm waiting downstairs. And basically what ends up happening is, as you know, there's a pickup point on every Uber. Bro shows he's at that pickup point. And I go there and I text, hey, I'm looking for you. No response. And I'm just like, okay, walk around the block. Don't see him. Check across the street. Don't see him. And then I'm like, hello? Question mark, question mark. No response. And like, I don't know why he just doesn't want to respond, but he was already slow. Like, he was already slow getting to the spot. Like, he was just taking forever. I have no idea. Anyways, that whole thing, I was like trying to wait for him, and you know how on Uber it says it's like 3 minutes away, but the 3 minutes ends up being like 8 minutes or something. So this is one of those cases. Like, his 3-minute drive from X to Y, my place, ends up being 8 minutes. So that's like already 5 minutes. And then on top of that, he gets there, and I'm just like, where did you even go? Like, where are you, bro? So eventually I just told him, like, you gotta cancel. And by that time, it was already too late for me to go grab food and then go to the place that I had said I was going to be at 4:30. So I was just like, okay, well, I guess we're just not going to go IRL anymore today. So we were supposed to IRL today, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to, like, file that complaint and everything. It was just completely wild. So, yeah, he just was completely, I don't even know, not even necessarily unmotivated. He just ghosted me. He just straight up ghosted me. It was really strange. I just don't really know why he wouldn't just say, like, oh, I'm on the next block over, or like, hey. But it's so weird because the GPS showed him exactly where I was, so I don't even understand what happened. Who knows? Anyways, hey, little brassy Atlas, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 4th month. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back. First of all, if we have any wheel spins to do for Hero Wars, just let me know, because I'm not keeping track of who's in the chat right now and who's not. So if you're here and you would like to get your wheel spin and I haven't done it for you yet, I'm happy to do it. I mean, I don't know. It's not like, I don't have like a 5.0 on Uber, but it's not low. So I truly have no idea what happened. I'm a Resident Evil 7. No, not me. Unfortunately. Hey, Special 9, thanks so much for the 150 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Last night, that was really good. I went to a Samsung event, and it was at the top of the CN Tower. So that was really, really sick. Have not been up to the top of the CN Tower recently, but yeah. We are going to be doing Flex Friday. Now I feel bad for telling people that we weren't doing Flex Friday today, but we are. So if you guys want to submit games, you're more than welcome to do so. It is completely free. I totally understand we don't have as many submissions as we might normally because yeah, I kind of trolled everybody and was like, actually Flex Friday is going to be tomorrow, but it is actually going to end up being today. So it is Flex Friday. If you guys want to submit a game, you guys are more than welcome to do so. Like I kind of mentioned, it is completely free. Yeah, poor Connor. I feel really bad about that, honestly. Connor is like the one person who's always so motivated and dedicated to Flex Friday, always gets the theme on time and all that stuff. So, yeah, I feel kind of bad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey Mickey, thank you so much for the 5,000 bits. I really appreciate that too. Oh my gosh, 5,000 bits. What the hell? Yeah, that's actually insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, some things are just outside of my control. Happens, you know? It just happens, but 50 buckaroos! Yo! Thank you. Thank you, thank you. My week has been eventful. It's been really eventful. It's actually been kind of busy, but I wouldn't have it any other way, so yeah, it's a good time. Nothing wrong with a bit of busy. Let me just get this up. And then let me get the Flex Friday. Okay, cool. So if you hit level 10 in Hero Wars, you're able to spin the wheel! Yeah, it's gonna be March soon, which is also really crazy. Hey Trix, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate that as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I mean, got 3 vlogs finalized today, all from Japan. I still need one of my editors that was editing my Bangkok vlog actually just kind of disappeared on me, so I have to figure that out too. But yeah. I don't know. Everything else should be pretty good. We have a long form releasing tomorrow, so we're busy with that. And then we got some poker later tonight as well, so that should be really fun. I'm still failing Balatro, but that's okay. And yeah, we'll have a lot more projects that are gonna come into fruition slowly over the next couple of weeks. So I'm excited about that. Hey Boy Shack, thank you so much. Today was also not that cold and I went for a walk outside and that was nice. But yeah. All right. It depends. I use both. I have freelance editors as well as editing team with freelancers underneath them. It's been a whole process, but in general, I would say I've been pretty happy about it. A little team that I put together. I'm kind of how did I used to have this? Where was this FlyQuest logo previously? Why was it not in this corner with the chess.com logo over it? That makes a lot more sense than the other way I had it. Some ups and downs along the way, but that's okay. It happens. It happens. Yo, DSGN, thank you so much for the 23 months. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. It's been good. It's been really, really busy. Yeah. It's just been super duper busy, honestly. I got to catch up with my friend last night, who I haven't seen in a little while at the event. And she was like, oh my gosh, you're always traveling, and how are you, like, running 3 different accounts? And like, well, to be fair, it's more like I put together my concepts for the lifestyle stuff, and I execute it when I have time. But then for the food, like for the Worth It food review content, I'm just there like, well, I am so far behind. I should edit this. I should post this. And I just haven't gotten around to that. So I don't even know. But it is what it is. Oh my gosh, I love editing. Dude, if it wasn't for the fact that every business partner and content manager and manager I've had is like, Nemo, I don't know if you editing is the best use of your time. I would edit all my own stuff. I genuinely, like, the way that I edit would be so different from, like, the way that I edit is very different. I just want to say. It's, like, oh, the way I would edit, it would be so different. Like, the content creators I watch, like my family and stuff, it would just look, things would just look different. But yeah, it's not necessarily the most, like, productive, if that makes sense. Like, everything I would have would basically look like a cinematic short film. And at some point in your life, you have to understand that is not actually what people want to watch all the time. That's number one. And number two, it is extremely time consuming. And unfortunately, you're going to post that and it's going to get less views than if you just slapped up the TikTok words like, watch this. So at some point in life, you just have to realize like, oh, this is probably not worth it. And you're just like, okay, fine. But if I had my way with editing stuff, oh, no, things would take so long to get posted. I mean, they already do, so yeah. Thank you. Well, yeah, those type of restaurants I don't really do on the Worth It scale. That's such a different type of review because it's like an experience-based review versus a pure food review. So, gotta differentiate that a little bit, I think. Je parle un petit peu de français, oui. But yeah. Yeah, no, it's this is actually a really good example. Okay, sorry. We're going on a bit of a tangent now. I poured my, okay, not literally heart and soul into this, but my videographers and I risked frostbite for this video. Here, I'll show it on my Instagram. This is probably one of my favorite videos. Can I unmute it? Let's play. Yeah, so it's really good, right? I love it. I got so many compliments on it. It only has 2,400 likes. Everybody I've met in person has complimented me on this reel. Sure, I have like a pretty, I maybe have a more niche group of friends in real life. Like I have people that are into videography, into arts, into cinematography, into photography, stuff like that. But I've had multiple people compliment me on this. This video has 2,400 likes. Let me just like show you the Do you know how long this video took me to edit? It took me maybe 10 minutes to put together all the flags. Do you know how long this one took me to edit? Or not even me to edit, it took us to film. I think this whole filming process was like 3 hours. And then I don't even know how much time they spent on editing it. But that's kind of just my point. It's like the stuff that I absolutely love to do and like makes my heart full and all that just doesn't necessarily translate to actually getting views. But yeah, anyways, it was 3 hours in the cold. But it is what it is. So I really like film, and I really like cinematography, and I like all that stuff. But yeah, it was just sort of my 2 cents on the whole subject. So yes, while I would love to like fully dive into all the stuff that I really am obsessed with, like the fashion and the art and all that, sometimes it just doesn't make the most sense. And that's okay. Yeah, it's really cool. It's like a fun passion project to have. But at the same time, like sticking 40 flags or something over a Shakira song ends up getting you, I don't even know, it got like 15,000, 16,000 likes, so no, quality is absolutely not measured in likes, for sure. And I always work on my own fashion and like photography projects and model and stuff like that because it's something I personally love to do. But my point is that if that was the only thing I was doing, it probably just wouldn't be very sustainable. So, yeah, it was absolutely surreal. It was absolutely, absolutely insane. It was really, really cool to do. It was 2 videographers and then me. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Philbo. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. I think if creators did not do projects that they like, the world would be not have as many like creative stuff. But I think it's just really interesting when people ask me like, what type of content do you consume? Like, the content that I consume is so different from the content that I put out. And I've always thought that that was really interesting. Like, I have like the type of content I consume is, yeah, extremely, extremely niche. I would say it's not even that niche though. It's just different. I'm in a very interesting industry. I mean, I can just expose my Instagram feed. It's not like oops. On the wrong account. Whee. I actually strongly disagree with that. I think virality is quite easy to predict. As in, you can see something and you can be like, that's gonna go viral. Or like you do something, you're like, oh, this is probably gonna go viral. Yeah, here's, I guess, a pretty good idea of what my Instagram page's feed looks like. Currently they're doing Milan Fashion Week, so a lot of content from that. She's one of my favorite fashion creators. Steph is another one of my favorite fashion creators. I actually found this lady because I got multiple people telling me like, oh, you look like Steph. And I was like, I don't really know if I look like Steph, but regardless of that, I started taking her ideas for makeup. Because she's Asian, we both have like this hooded monolith thing going on. So anyways, yeah, like very, very, very vaguely. I don't think I particularly do, but it is what it is. Color grading. I watch a lot of color grading videos. And hotel reviews and stuff like that. So I watch that. More content on how to do my eyeliner. Aileen Gu. Oh, food. This guy's hilarious. This guy, POV husband, is hilarious. Random, like, fun, inquisitive meme things. More fashion content. Yeah. More, like, random society comments. More fashion. More makeup. More fashion. This I'm actually not super into. I'm not a huge fan of K-pop. More fashion. More fashion. TikTok trends. More fashion. Well, like, once again, it's fashion is just gonna be a really loud subject at the current moment because of Milan Fashion Week, so it's like, maybe it's a little bit biased, but you can kind of get my point. Yeah, I mean, I have fashion for men, though. Like, this is pretty freaking sick. More makeup, more fashion, lifestyle, my friends, Ferrari. I don't really doom scroll, no. It's just, like, my life is... I don't really doom scroll. I used to. When I used to doom scroll, I would post a lot more on TikTok. But I don't actually scroll much. I know exactly what I want to consume. So I follow specific Instagram pages to get my recap of what happened at Fashion Week. And I will follow specific pages to get my, like, recap of TikTok trends or Instagram trends for the week. And I will, like, sometimes scroll through, like, for example, you know how the algorithm, if you find one reel you really like and you start spending time on it and you start scrolling through it, it's all going to be themed that way. I'm very, very, very conscious of that. So, for example, because I know Milan Fashion Week is on right now, I will find something that's like my favorite designer from Milan, and I will start scrolling through that, and then it becomes really creative. I freaking love Vietnamese indie designers, so I will find one Vietnamese indie designer, like Jareen or something, and then I will start scrolling through that. So yeah. AkaNemsko is my fashion, lifestyle, travel, color grading, hotels, food reviews, all that type. So, yeah. I don't really consume cat videos, unfortunately. I wish I did. But no, I don't. My entire feed is very curated. It's extremely, extremely curated. I wish I could show you guys the grid, because the grid looks so much better. The grid is, like, freaking neat. Like, here is a picture of my grid. Like, we got makeup, we got fashion tips, we got, like, ideas, and then there's, like, some creative concepts art in here, like Pokemon, skeletons. I got this creative concept, or not concept, but, like, just artistical analysis of Tibetan carpets. I get, like, March social trends. I get breakdowns of film, like, press release outfits. I get, like, stuff like this. I don't even know what this is called. Like, 7 films to inspire artists, just things like that. This one's really cool. This one is by Miss Sohee from her recent spring collection. Things like how to use curves when editing your photos. Yeah, it's like, it's very just... I don't even know if there's, like, a niche for that, but it's all, like, within the creative space and world, I guess. You can always upload things onto Discord. I will check. It's funny who is hesitant. I love my explore page. Like, I am obsessed with it. It's taken so much curation, it's taken so much do not show me this again for it to be that way, but now it's good. Mine is full of the world's worst financial advice. Oh my gosh. Oh no. That's terrible. Oh man. One of the things oh, Kitten. Kitten is like, what are you scraping over there? Oh, you're not a Discord user? Sad. Okay, sorry. We should get into the Flex Friday. We've been delaying this since forever. But you guys asked about my algorithm, so here I am, exposing my algorithm. I think my algorithm is... I think if you met me, like, not... Like, if you had no idea who I am, like, no context, that I play chess, I play poker, I do all this other stuff. And if you just saw me on the street, you'd probably be like, yeah, that algorithm makes sense for you. I very much, I think, dress and like performative to what my algorithm shows on my main Insta, but I think once people are like, oh, you play chess, so therefore there's no, like, that's when it becomes like, no, actually, I just do, like, the things that I do. Like, I like my clothing, I like my makeup, I like, yeah, I like my graphic design. Graphic design is my passion, you know, all that stuff, so. Yeah, I draw, I play an instrument, exactly. And then people, like, hear that I play chess or something, and they're like, oh, so therefore you must be really good at math and you play chess all the time and all that stuff. I'm like, well, no, actually the other thing is like more me. That's way more me. But I think that's always really interesting. Heck. Yeah, that's another reason why I don't really like algorithms. There's no shame in telling the algorithm, no, I don't want to consume more of this content. Not saying for that specifically, but my point is, like, you might like one thing, but you don't need to get more in depth for it because you don't, something doesn't actually associate to the other. Algorithms are not perfect, obviously. Oh my gosh, Derek, I'm low-key jealous. I'm so jealous. I don't have space for vintage furniture and art, but if I did, I mean, you can see the owl painting I have behind me. This is not vintage, sorry, this is like by Orlick. She's amazing, but yeah. It's also very slanted. What the hell? It doesn't look that slanted in real life. Hey Boban, thank you so much for the 9 months. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One is coffee. This one's coffee. This one is water. But yeah, don't let the algorithm control you. Do the things that you like to do. Also, where are the peace sounds coming from? I was so confused. Yeah, one of the things that is missing from my algorithm. Oh my gosh, I do not use YouTube for algorithms. No way. No way. I'm not using YouTube for that. I would use YouTube if I want to watch a 1-hour documentary on... Oh my gosh, this happens to me all the time. My YouTube is mostly my own freaking videos. Because, you know, I'm like always working on them and reviewing them. And then the other thing is that it keeps trying to tell me things that I like things and I don't like those things. So then I just end up watching, I always like to pull out nature documentaries. So yeah, oh gosh, I do not enjoy the YouTube algorithm very much. For me, personally, I haven't had time to curate it though. And also the other downside is like multiple people use my YouTube account. Editors, content managers, the people that are... So I'm just there like, yeah, this feed is for like 5 different people. It's very confused. Hey, Techno Phantom. Yo, thank you so much. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, exactly. But welcome. Thank you for staying. All right. We got this game by Gary Kaspivarov. Well, they don't necessarily use it to watch stuff. It's just like, you know when you're uploading a video for somebody or you're like, you did some review for a video, sometimes you just freaking forget to log off or like switch accounts. I do that all the time. Like I comment from the wrong account. Wrong in quotation marks. Now I just don't care. If I comment on one of my lifestyle videos that Nemo Chess did not post, I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. I comment all the time on my other account using my lifestyle account. And I'm just like, okay, well, you know what? We're the same person, at least. So, you know, it's fine. But, yeah. No, I definitely... Yeah, there's a lot of cooks on the algorithm. But my Insta, that's my Insta. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like my experiences are not that unique. If you're an account manager, I feel like there has to be somebody out here who is a social media account manager. Has this happened to you before? Like, if you have ever managed somebody else's Instagram account, maybe even your mom's, like, you might have scrolled accidentally on the wrong account, or TikTok, or maybe you have a burner. Like, don't tell me you've never, ever, ever had a second account for anything. Like, that just doesn't sound right to me. Yeah. I don't manage anybody else's Insta. Not at the moment, at least. Alright, coming up next. We have Gary! This is Flex Friday! If you have not submitted a game for Flex Friday, this week's theme are Chinese zodiac animals. There are 12 zodiac animals in Chinese culture. If you have an opening that is cat-themed or something like that, feel free to do so. I'll accept that, even though that's in the Viet zodiac. But if you have an opening with the horsey or with the dragon, the dragon counts as a zodiac. The cow is a zodiac animal. The cow is definitely an animal. Yeah, so you have all those options. Maybe that's a reason why you're not a professional streamer. I don't know. Maybe some people here are curious about how algorithms work. So this is the accelerated dragon. Gary played against Sardosh. I don't know when this happened or where this happened. It's the coach's fault for this poor performance by opponent. Lol. It's been like 4 years. Okay, not literally. It's been like, what, 3 years? No, it actually has been 4 reasons. Five years, maybe? No, 4 years. I think it was 2022. If you don't want to think about my job, that's totally okay. Believe it or not, though, I am the one doing my job. I know, it's a shocker, but you're welcome to do whatever you like. That's, yeah, don't get rage baited. Fact may or may not be what I'm doing currently. Wait, I do want the analysis bar on. This is a flex, right? Do I think it's that good of a flex? I mean, yeah, it's like a hyper-accelerated dragon. I kind of like it. I do like it. Dude, he's asleep most of the day. Until this camera is off, and then he's a menace. He's an absolute menace. He just knows that right now I can't play with him, which is why he's taking a nap. For him, sleep is just a highway to being able to be an absolute menace. He menaces, he sleeps, he menaces. Alright, next up, Wojtek, played as black. Chinese Zodiac. After move 15 G6, my pawn structure looked like a snake. All pawns in a zigzag on white squares. Also, my main tactical attack was quite similar to a snake, slowly applying venom with rook d5 instead of an immediate finish. Pretty proud of this idea of baiting my opponent take the rook on a8 so the knight doesn't defend d5. enabling the latter tactical attack when I saw the idea of Rook D5, right of this year's Tata Steel game, Blue Bomb Cinderov, or Black play Calm G5, with the idea of the Rook, getting the Rook into the game, and a similar checkmating idea. Oh damn, I did say right up. I wasn't expecting, all that, wow. Woo-wee, that's a lot. Yes, he also does eat. Yeah. I have no interest in knowing why somebody doesn't want to stream. There's a million reasons. Maybe you just don't like broadcasting your life to the world. I don't know. Whatever your reason is, I'm sure you have one, and that is okay. If you would like to be a streamer or a content creator, that I can help you with a lot more. Oh. Kind of like that. I wouldn't want to meet the people who would watch me for hours on end, even virtually. Oh, man. I mean, I don't necessarily think you need to have aura, but I think you need to have a plan. And sometimes, having a plan is kind of hard. Like, just look at Peanut. Peanut's one of my favorite streamers. And I just think what he's doing is really, really cool. I love Peanut. I am absolutely not convinced that streaming would make your life better. I'm no way suggesting to anybody here to start streaming. Please. That is not what I was trying to tell people. In fact, I was just trying to tell people that you are not your algorithm, and you have the power to, well, change your algorithm and the stuff that you consume. So that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, don't let life be like determined by algorithms. Embrace getting out of it. Embrace new content. Oh, I love Peanut. Peanut's fantastic. Like, actually probably one of my favorite streamers. Okay, sorry, back to this game. This is a really good move. C takes d4 is fantastic. So, bro's sacrificing the rook because he just doesn't care. He gets bishop takes g2 in. And then the reason that all of this works is because there's a rook left to d5. And even though he sacrificed the rook as well as the bishop, the white king is super duper exposed. And voila! 3 billion C's. Was this themed correctly? Now that's what I need to figure out. Oh! He said after move 15 g6, my pawns look like a snake. Sorry, move 16 is this. It's a bit of a stretch, but I'll take it. I don't hate it. To be fair, the reason the dragon is called a dragon is not because the pawn structures are shaped like a dragon, but rather because it was relating to the dragon horoscope in the sky. I don't really know if this counts as a snake, though. I mean, if the dragon is called a dragon, I don't see why this can't be called a snake, to be very fair. To be very, very, very frank with you, there's no reason that I can see that this would not relate. So, I guess we can let chat decide. It can be chat's choice. Does this pawn... Is this game fitting the theme? Yes, no, that's it. All you guys get. It's a lizard whose tail got stepped on. He did. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't hate it. Oh, wait, this is a prediction. My bad. Wait, how do I cancel a prediction? I'll let the mods handle that. Sorry. That's kind of funny, actually. Let capitalism decide. Put your points where your mouth is. No, we'll just cancel it. If one of the mods can figure out how to cancel it, they will. But I don't know if the mods are gonna figure out how to cancel it. So it's up to you, mods. It's in your hands now. Flex by Connor McChicken. I tried so hard to get a game in with an opening called Monkey's Bum, but I couldn't find a game that was worthy enough. This game was a Sicilian Dragon, 3 brilliants in a row, so I'm happy with this. Oh boy. When Connor McChicken slides into Flex Friday, you just know everybody else is like, ah! Okay, let's do a poll now for whether or not that previous game is a flex. Or, sorry, fits the theme, rather. Yeah, this dragon is obviously a dragon. It is a dragon. And he sacrifices the rook! So usually if white has a knight here, this is a very common sack on that knight, because then it draws out this pawn. In this case, though, Connor McChicken is actually sacrificing an entire horsey, which is, entire rook, which is absolutely insane, because there's no way for white to defend against this checkmate that's coming up. And if he pushes this pawn, this is also just checkmate. So this is really, really beautiful. So his opponent ignores, and he sacrifices the rook again! And then he sacrifices the bishop. Less exciting. The bishop! That's a really beautiful game. And it's a Chinese dragon. Wow. Wow. That's insane. Insane, insane stuff. Okay. We still need to do a poll for whether or not, this game. Does this pawn structure fit the theme? Yes? No? You only get one vote each. Like, his argument is that this pawn structure kind of looks like a snake. And snakes are in the zodiac. The 12 animals of the zodiac. So, by that accord, do we think it fits? Yes or no? Did they argue their... Wait, let me see. Also, my main tactical attack was quite similar to a snake. Slowly applying venom with rook d5 instead of an immediate finish. I don't disagree. I don't hate that. Oh, yeah, I can show you what the Chinese dragon is. The Chinese dragon is... Chinese. Pandas aren't even in the zodiac. Pandas wouldn't even have accepted, so it would actually be this. Whee! Sorry, now we're just like... It's this. It's rook b8. And this attack is the... Not in this move order, but in this, like, position. So... Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, in the meantime, you can decide if Wojtek's game is that resembling a snake. Well, snakes in Chinese culture don't even really have wings. They can just fly by sheer magic. By sheer magic, they're able to just fly, so I don't know if that's necessarily true. Yeah, Year of the Panda would be sick, actually. I mean, I think the effort was there. No! It was a no. Unfortunate for Wojtek. Chat voted no. Alright. That is very sad for Wojtek. I think his game is really good, so you can submit it. He can submit it in the future. Feel free to submit in a future Flex Friday where the theme is more fitting. You can try again! Alright. Next up, we got our first fail. Major Tom. Well, it's technically an ox, I think, but like, honestly, at this point, who knows? Major Tom played as black. I don't even remember this game, but it's probably for the best. So if you're submitting a fail, you are able to submit whatever you wanted to. Does not have to fit a theme. His name is Scan Profile Picture. Nice. Wait, are we talking about which animal was the first? So the rat was the first in the Chinese zodiac, but not because he's the fastest. It's because he didn't wake up the cat. This guy. And they had made a pact, and that's why the cat and the rat are mortal enemies in Chinese culture, in Chinese lore. According to the lore, it's because the rat did not wake up the cat. And then everybody else also hates the rat, is because it was super cunning, and it basically rode on the back of the ox for the race, and then as they were about to cross the finish line, the rat was the one that jumped ahead and actually finished before the ox. So yeah. That's why the rat is technically the first in the Chinese zodiac. It goes like rat, ox, something, something, something. Anyways. Yeah, this is all lore. There's a ton of lore about this freaking race. There's so much lore about behind the Chinese zodiac. It's a full story. The cat and the rat were the best of the friends. Cat liked to sleep late, so on the morning of registration, Rat had agreed to wake him up. But when the day came, Rat forgot all about his promise. And without his friend's alarm call, Cat overslept, missing his chance to sign up, which is why there is no cat on the lunar calendar. Rat, meanwhile, with his spot in the race secured, was busy hatching a plan. The finish lay beyond a river. Ever resourceful, he realized that to get across the river, he would need to enlist the help of Ox. Rat offered to sing a song of encouragement to Ox, but the big beast couldn't hear him from down on the ground. So Rat persuaded Ox to let him climb on his back so he could sing in his ear. He scampered up so he could sit on Ox's shoulder, and the song had the desired effect, encouraging Ox to pick up the pace. Riding on Ox's back, Rat got across the river without so much as getting his feet wet. Biding his time until Ox was almost at the finish line, Rat jumped down to sneak ahead and win the race, earning his place as the first lunar animal. Diligent Ox came second, while the speedy Tiger and Rabbit came third and fourth. Next came Dragon, with Snake one spot behind, followed by Horse and Sheep. Monkey had fallen behind but made up ground to come ninth, while Rooster, Dog, and Pig filled the final 3 places. And Cat? Still super mad at his former friend, and he still holds a grudge to this day. So if you've ever wondered why cats hunt rats whenever they see them, now you know why. They're still upset about what happened that morning. So yeah, that's the story about why. Tom and Jerry is the season 2 of Chinese lore? Yeah, exactly. Yup. and Panda. Didn't make it. Oh, when are we getting the anime version of this? Bro, have you ever heard of Fruits Basket? Fruits Basket is a anime, a manga. Literally about, like... Well, it's a little strange, but anyways... It's based on the lore behind the 12 animals of the Zodiac. Yeah. Also, I don't know why there's a freaking dragon in this lore and not, like, some other animals that are perhaps a little bit more real relative to the dragon. But anyways, that's a different story altogether. I have no idea. Oh yeah, people in China super pay attention to the elements. Yes, for sure. It's a big deal. Year of the Fire Horse is like a big deal. So... Dragons are not real. Oh, numbers too, absolutely. No, everything's a big deal. That's crazy. 2088. Hopefully I will live until then. Is gonna be a big year in China. 8 is like the luckiest number in China, so in Chinese culture. So 1988, 2088. Yeah, I think it's the default 4, but there's wood. So it's like wood, fire, water. I don't know if there's air. I don't know. I think there's maybe even gold. I don't really know. I think it's 5 though. It's just cycles. It's like 12-year cycles. Every 12 years is some shadow, electricity. What about ghost type? And then the Fire Nation attack. Yeah, it's like wood, fire, earth, metal, and water or something. Yeah, those are the 5. So it's like alchemy. It's more alchemy than it is the 4 elements. It's Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah. Well, everything can carry significance in China. Not necessarily important. There's also, like, things that people don't want to be associated with. Like, the number 4. Where does rock, paper, scissors enter? Oh, have you guys watched these rock, paper, scissors skits? Yo, thank you so much, Thug Assassin, for the 16 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome back. Thug Assassin, you're about to lose your VIP. Dude, I need to find this now. Oh my gosh, there's an extremely cinematic rock, paper, scissors. It's like the best thing ever. Oh, I can't find it. I'll find it at some point. Everybody is a mage, but nobody has mana. Ah, I love that theory. Wait. How do we get mana? Unfortunately, you're gonna be on VIP, Thug. But I appreciate you coming back. Welcome back. We are on this game by Scan Profile Pic, which is a fail. Oh, that's a free queen. Wait, this is a 3-minute game? Bro, what happened? No, it's not. It's just an extremely well animated short form where it's these 2 guys playing rock, paper, scissors. It's very creative. Oh my gosh, bro! Repeasanted? Yeah, we can say repeasanted. Yeah, it has like 1.8 million likes or something. So, oh shoot, sorry. So I assume a lot of people here must have seen it. How do we just lose every piece? Oh my gosh. And then the opponent still made it you? Wow, this was a game of a fail for both of you guys. That's a two-way fail. Much fail. Okay, next up, Thug Assassin came at the perfect time, also submitting a fail. Let's see. Pranav, Murdy, played as Black. You know who I look like? There's a very specific girl that I did not think I've ever looked like before in my life, but with my bangs currently. She was in... Oh my gosh. It's not Euphoria, but it's like a show similar to Euphoria. No, not Charlie's Angels. That's not... What? Wait, sorry. How is Charlie's Angels similar to Euphoria? How on earth do I look like Angelina Jolie? Okay. Alright. We are not even in the same ballpark, guys. Oh, wow. That is not where I was going whatsoever. She's a really famous actress, and I just can't remember it right now. Aquafina. The Moomins. Oh. Okay, I can't remember. Who is Jane? Oh! Oh yeah, I never saw this girl in Breaking Bad because I skipped every scene of hers. That was not a good character, I'm sorry. Full Throttle. I don't think I've seen that one. To be fair, I haven't seen any of the Charlie's Angels. What the heck? Wait, there's a scene where she plays chess? This is so cute. Now I need to recreate this. Why is there a Swedish flag behind her? I need to know the context for this now. Believe it or not, there's a lot of Asian people that don't look like each other. Yeah, Amanda Singh. On the list of people I do not look like. Probably Amanda is very high up there. I don't look like Lucy most of the time. But now that I know she's done that she has a scene, I had no idea. I'll be bookmarking that. No, but what I was gonna say, I'm just trying to find the name now for this actress. It was something I watched recently. I'll see if I can find it later. I can't remember. I have no idea. I give up. Okay, sorry, back to this fail. How is this a fail again? SMH my head. Okay. Exactly, Ulan. Well, to be fair, in 2003, Magnus Carlsen wasn't quite the Magnus Carlsen he is these days. Wait, what? Wasn't this a... Oh, it's pinned. Bro! Not the distraction tactic going into checkmate in 1. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think over a week seems about right. Usually it takes like a month, bro. So, unfortunately, you might be waiting a little bit longer. It will get there. Just not instantaneously. I don't actually have the control over giving it to you, so I have to pass it on to my superiors. And then they have to vet the arena to make sure you didn't cheat, and then after that, it's like, okay, here we go. So. But yeah. It's pretty normal, unfortunately. I mean, this is definitely a fail. Okay, next up, we've got NHL. Played as black. Was bad at the start, then a flex at the end, but I used the Chinese Zodiac animal to checkmate the opponent. Use the Knight or Horsey to checkmate. Okay. Played as black. I don't know if this is a flex. I don't think it is. I also don't know if it fits the theme. I mean, you did checkmate with the horse, which is fine. But I'm still a little bit dubious. I'm pretty dubious about that. Alright, next up we got Davidovich. Played as white. In this game I launched an early attack and chased my opponent's king across the entire board until checkmate. The king had to keep running from one side to the other while my pieces hunted down. I chose Dragon from the Chinese Zodiac because the attack was powerful, relentless, and unstoppable, just like a dragon dominating the sky. Once the attack started, there was no escape. Why does that sound like ChatGPT? No, if I want to do the Kill Bill schoolgirl, I have different bangs for her. These would not be that. These bangs, that would be another set of bangs. Like this set. And then I would have to have shorter hair. But those are a little different. I have so many like sets of bangs now. But yeah. She has like fully straight. Whereas this is much more of a safety scissors cut. This is definitely the best application I've ever done, though, to this pair of bangs. I'm not taking it off. Even though it's, like, very much in front of my eyes. Yeah, it's one of the advantages of having, like, undyed... It's called virgin hair, actually. I have... That's the word they use at salons, but... I have virgin hair, so it basically matches the exact shades of clip-on bangs. Like, these are $10 off of Amazon. It's so convenient. So, this game is not the dragon. I think we can let it slide because they moved horsies first for the first two moves. So, if anything, this is much more like a Year of the Horse themed opening. Most of it, no. The parts that have been dyed have mostly died. Like, mostly gotten chopped off at this point. It's just down here. But anything that is not this color has not been touched. So, like, up until here, basically. But I'm thinking about dyeing it. We got some exciting hair content coming. Hopefully. Keeping my fingers crossed. Knight E to G5! Kinda love it. You wish. That's a really good move. I mean, yeah, it's a good attack. I like Knight E to G5. It brought out the opponent's king. I think it fits today's theme. Kinda like that. Alright, next up, we have a fail coming in by AS Money. Played as what? I got 2 queens, mismade, and got mated. Oh no! Blue balayage would have made sense in 2016. Unfortunately, it's not 2016 anymore. No, broski! How did we just let ourselves get checkmated? Like, we just needed to keep giving checks. We just had to keep giving checks and then we would have won their queen. No, AS Money! Not like this. Alright, that got pinned. I have no context to this game. Alright. No elephants in the Chinese zodiac, unfortunately. Okay, fail. I was beyond sleepy here. Time up and couldn't even see it. With mate and 1. This is a most painful loss. The night stands brilliant. Fire horses let me to man and 1. 0.00 set otherwise. Oh, this is a good story. You forgot the Black Queen was there? Well, you've never asked me how you would get out of 300. But if you were to ever ask me how you're going to get out of 300, I would tell you that you just need to keep an eye out on all of your opponent's pieces. So, you're welcome for that free piece of advice that you did not request. Unsolicited advice. And now that's probably the way to go. Yeah. Try not to forget where your opponent's pieces are and what they might be trying to do. Okay, steal a mate. Oh no, Ace Money. Oh no. Not like that. Brilliant move! Oh wait, this is a fail. Oh man. Wait. They got 3 brilliant moves in this game. They were checkmating in 1 and they flagged? How could you not pre-move here though? Like, what is stopping you from pre-moving this and this? You know exactly what it's... Oh, I guess you can't pre-move because they might take with the queen. Ah... Oh man, you should have gambled. You should have 50-50'd. You should have super duper 50-50'd on this. Like, you should have just chosen one and, like... You never know. That's actually insane. Rook takes h2 is such a crazy move to find as well. You gotta hover that queen, because if f takes g3, you just take, queen takes, and then you just slide your rook over here and this queen's trapped. Oh wait, no, this doesn't work because if rook takes f3. Wait, what is it then? Oh, you just take the knight, right? Yeah, you just take the knight and you do nothing. Damn. That's actually crazy stuff. Wow. You forgot you were playing with time? Oh, that's rough. That was such a good game. Is dog one of the Chinese zodiac signs? Well, we both have a profile picture of a dog. No, I can't even see. Alright, well, I guess I'll have to toggle this because they do actually both have a profile picture of a dog. Oh, man. I don't think this is gonna count, Hispanico. I don't think this is gonna count. Dogs are allowed. Dogs are part of the zodiac, but that's not zodiacking enough. The game needs to actually be part of the zodiac. Maybe something more creative meant the game! I was talking about the game itself. Not to be more creative with your write-up. I was like, if you're able to make a dog or something, like a dog face, or like connect all your pawns, then maybe you could argue that's a snake. I wasn't asking for your profile picture. I mean, you did try. It's okay. You can save this game for the future. How about that? You can always save it for the future. Alright, I'll go to the bathroom. I'll let you guys... I think it's creative. Maybe a little too creative. Have you ever had your teacher tell you that you might be a little too creative? Because this week's themes are Chinese zodiac, animals. There's a lot of things that you can argue. No, my teachers used to hate me, not like this. There's a lot of things you can argue are part of the zodiac. For example, the dragon, or horses, or the cow. I'm surprised nobody submitted a game with the cow. But yeah. Anyways, make sure you're submitting a game that's fitting the theme. So, and try to use the submission format so I actually know what I'm looking at. Oh, wait, are you just Hispanic and it's not his Panico? Yeah, sorry, this game doesn't count. But if anybody else wants to submit, you can submit it. I'll be right back. I'll go to the bathroom. BRB. Should have freaking told me! I'm sorry. It's like Compton Fire. I miss Compton Fire. All right. I mean, I think too creative is always better than not trying at all. So, I would much rather somebody tries than straight up doesn't. It's better to be a little cringe, a little out of the box. Alright, so we got one more game. No context. Is this even a... I don't know what this is. Alright. Why is artist in quotation marks? It's so much less about being cringe and just so much more about not worrying too much about what other people say. Like, the moment you start worrying about what other people say, you start limiting yourself and putting yourself in a box. Sure, maybe the stuff you do is cringe AF. But like, if you don't do it and find out, then you're never going to grow as an artist or as a creator or as a dancer or as a fashion designer or as like literally anybody that's working in a... Yeah. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You just gotta go through life. You gotta figure out what works. Okay, so we got Gary, we got Connor McChicken, and we got Davidovich as our 3... Wait, we should have 4. Davidovich, Connor, Wojtek. Oh, Gary. Ah, it's because Wojtek's game didn't count. But we only have 4 games this week. And without Wojtek's, it would be 3. Yeah, it's not great to end on still being cringe, obviously. But should never be like... As creators, as people, we're all growing, right? So it's part of the path. That's for sure. Now, if you're cringe after like 5 years, that's a different story. We don't have that many flexes. We don't have that many flexes. It's like the Mandalorian. Okay, so... Some people can actually pull cringe off. Yeah, it's true. Well, see, some people think, like, awkwardness is cringe. But awkwardness isn't necessarily anything. It's just being awkward. And some people are a little bit more awkward. They're not doing it on purpose or anything. So I just think that it's such a, like, subjective conversation as well. It's not, yeah, it's just you are awkward. It's just awkward. Awkwardness? I don't know. Okay, so I think what we're actually going to do is we're going to include Wojtek's game. Awkwardness. Wait, isn't that literally Aquafina? I veto chat. Okay, so we're vetoing chat. So these are going to be our 4 flexes of the week. Maybe Rizzy? Rizzy. Alright, so, starting off with, let's see. We'll go this order. Oh yeah, for sure. Awkward can be super funny. Absolutely. If you can laugh it off, it's a good time. Thank you guys for submitting games for this week's Flex Friday. If you did not get the chance to submit, I will let you know that you're able to submit again in the future. Probably after next week, because we do these bi-weekly. So, for our very first game of the week, we got this game by Davidovich. For a little context, this week's Flex Friday is based around the theme of Chinese zodiac. So I wanted you guys to submit games that include an element of the Chinese zodiac. There's a lot of elements of the Chinese zodiac. In fact, there's 12 of them. So however you wanted to fit that theory was fine by me. So, sorry, back to the start of this game. Davidovich actually opened up with the horsey, and his opponent responded with the horsey, so horses are in the Chinese zodiac. I'll let this fly. And then his horses really flew as this guy jumped all the way across the board and sacked himself on g5, earning himself a brilliant, which also opened up the black king position, and then managed to, sack, I guess, discovered attack with the knight, and ends up in this beautiful spot where his opponent's king is just on b5, and he gets a checkmate, which is a pretty nice game. So yeah, a beautiful game played by Davidovich, honestly, utilizing the horsies. Year of the horse, kind of fitting. Alright, so next up, we got this game by Connor McChicken, if the game will load, that is. I'm not sure why it's not loading. Help. Excuse me? Alright, let me pull it out. Pull it up again. They were actually trying to go for a different opening called the Monkey's Bum, but unfortunately nobody bit. So Connor submitted a game in the Dragon, in the Sicilian Dragon. This one's a classic, everybody should know it. It's usually characterized by the pawn going to d6, but if your opponent lets you play d5, I don't see a reason why not to. And it's a very, yeah, dragons are in the zodiac, so that fits. Nobody, Monkey's Bum is a chess opening, apparently. He said he tried so hard to get a game in with an opening called Monkey's Bum, but I couldn't find a game that was worthy enough. So that's why he has this. So opposite side castling, obviously there's going to be a lot of attacking. His opponent pushes this pawn all the way to h5. And then, no, we cannot, Shiza. Connor McChicken sacrifices the rook! Why the rook? Well, it's the best piece to sack. But in this specific position, rook to c3 is a really good move because it's a distraction tactic. If b takes c3, queen takes a3, now there's checkmate in 2. If white defends, there's checkmate in 1. So this was a really beautiful move by Connor McChicken, recognizing that, sure, there's nothing that you're doing on c3. It's not like this rook going to c3 does much, but when the rook does go to c3, white all of a sudden can't take, and this next move shows why rook c3 is so good, because he has rook takes a3, double exclamation mark! And now, if the pawn takes on a3, you got queen takes with the check, and then that is just checkmate. That's so funny, Syscom. And then his opponent obviously is trying to hide away the king and not get checkmated, right? So he plays bishop takes b2, drawing that king out one more time. It's like, baby, checkmate me one more time. So after king d2, queen a5, he just takes and checkmates. So yeah, that was a very beautiful, well-played game by the Connor McChicken. Next up, we got this game by Wojtek. Wojtek argued that his game was fitting of the snake theme, which I actually kind of agree. I don't actually think the time he said it looked like a snake. I think this moment looks a little bit more like the snake, you know? This is the little head of the snake body. It just had a really big meal. It's like an anaconda-ing. It's got a big belly. Yeah. Have you guys ever seen that anaconda in The Little Prince? This might be niche knowledge, but if you like look at it from the side, it could be a hat or it could be a snake. Anyways, it's a Little Prince moment. Oh, it ate an elephant, right? Yeah. I think it was that. I don't know how many people here read Little... I super do not remember The Little Prince, but I remember, like, random parts. So I think it looked more like a snake at this time, which is why I think it fits the theme, not when he said it. No, not all pawn lines are a snake. I don't agree with that. In this case, it ate a horse, exactly. He argued that this was the snake moment. I think the other thing was more of a snake moment. I am remembering The Little Prince correctly, right? I read that book in French, so to be fair, in my defense, maybe I'm misremembering it horrendously. But Wojtek, my anaconda, Wojtek sacrifices the rook! C takes d4 is a kind of difficult, brilliant move to find, because once again, it's so natural to defend this rook. But then, you'll find out, this knight on a8 is doing nothing. This rook on a8 was also doing nothing, and he sacrifices the bishop on g2. And after sacrificing the bishop on g2, king takes g2, queen g4 check, king h1, rook d5. He's just threatening checkmate and 1 over here with rook to h5. So his opponent has to do something, and then he sacrifices another rook because he simply had checkmate over here. So he sacrifices the rook again, and then eventually goes on to win the game. But yeah, just a very well played game by Wojtek. What I don't know how to describe, more quiet sacrifices, I would say. Like indirect sacrifices. He's not sacrificing this rook for any direct play, but he's letting this rook go. And that's a hard tactic for some people to find. When you guys find moves like this, it's more likely to come with a double question mark, because it ends up being a blunder, because you lost your rook. But in this case, this is actually a double exclamation mark, because it was actually a good move, and he let go of the rook at a correct moment. The only difference between getting 2 exclamation marks and 2 question marks is doing it at the right time. Yeah, it's difficult. Chess is difficult. Okay, next up, we got a bullet game between Gary Kasparov and Sardosh. I don't know when the heck this game was played, but Gary played into the Accelerated Dragon. I did not teach Sardosh this opening. I don't know why he plays it. But the Accelerated Dragon went pretty well for Gary, just a clean game overall. His opponent gets this horsey kind of pinned. If the knight goes back here, which I would have expected bro to do, there's queen takes, knight takes, and the rook would have gone to c7, and this would have been disastrous for black. Absolutely losing endgame. Yeah, well, I will just say this opening had nothing to do with me. So, Gary Kasparov instead plays into this endgame where he's up a bishop, and bro just gets demolished by Gary. So yeah, those are your 4 options for this week. Who deserves 50 bucks? We started out with the flexes, and then we'll go on to the fails. But you do get $50 for winning this best game prize. And then you get $25 for winning the worst game prize. We are equal opportunists here. Failure should also be rewarded. All right. Whoever you think deserves 50 buckaroos, you are allowed to vote for them. Which one has the dog picture on? Unfortunately, that one was not permitted in. Got a little too creative. Too creative. But yeah, if you want to participate and you weren't able to this week, maybe because you were watching on YouTube, or maybe because you came in late and have no idea how the system format works, what you usually do is you wait for the Friday announcement about what the theme is going to be, and then we have an arena for that the other Friday. So next week Friday we're gonna have an arena for the upcoming theme, and then you can submit a game. You can play games in that theme, or you can find an old one that fits that theme, and then you can submit that. So yeah, whoever you guys think deserves the vote, please do feel free to vote for them. If you wanna, I don't know, buy votes from your mom, you're welcome to do that too. Up to you. Up to you. But yeah. And we do this bi-weekly. So. It's currently looking like a stomp. Also, I feel bad for Davidovich. Bro has no votes. 0. He's not even here right now, I guess. So, like... Luffy! He's not even voting for himself. Alright, that generated a few votes for Davidovich. There is no second place prize, by the way. So it's all votes should go to the person that you think deserves it the most, because there is no second place prize. There's no point in Davidovich getting any votes. Is my point to this story. Like, even if you pity vote for him, he's not getting anything. But yeah, now that I said that, I feel like this is rigged, which is not fair. And chat's just trolling. It's all the sleeper residents in the chat. So actually vote for the person that you think deserves it. Chat, there were a bunch of people in chat who gave no fucks about who was gonna win. Literally none. Did not even look at the games. Had this on as a radio. And we're like, oh, you're telling me I need to go vote for somebody? Ho ho ho, let's see how we can mess this up. And that's how they ended up here. I have no idea how to even play chess, don't care. Didn't ask. So yeah. Don't even know what game we're playing. You must be wondering how I got into this situation exactly. Yeah, the little guy moved. Very briefly. The poll is, if you're on your phone, mobile, it should just be right above you. It should be literally, like, right above you. Yeah, that's kind of weird. If you like somebody because of their parents, maybe you should just date the parents instead. You should ask them, are you open-minded? I can't do it like that guy does, but... Oh my gosh! That's actually crazy. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to veto this because Davidovich did not deserve this win. So, if you guys were feeling bad for Davidovich, you can let him know. But I do think since Connor McChicken had by far the superior game, and by far way more votes, the Hyundai guy, yeah. the prize is going to be going to Connor McChicken. I'm gonna use my organizer privileges and say that Connor super deserved this game. Because it was all going fine. Now it was just truly, it was just rigged. It was just rigged. People just said that I briefly mentioned that Davidovich had no votes, and people started voting for Davidovich. So, unfortunately, how much of a kickback? I don't even know what the word kickback means. I have to look that up. A payment. $0, unfortunately. He was literally at 0 votes. I didn't think you would need any votes. I truly did not think you would need any votes. I thought it was pretty clear who should get it. Alright, well, unfortunately, chat super rigged that one. What a surprise. I guess I can just never, ever, ever comment on who's not getting votes. I can just never say. One, 2, 3, 4. And it's 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't. I usually give my vote to whoever has the least number of votes. I've said that many times before. That tends to be still the case. I'm to blame. Alright, we're gonna start out with fails. Yeah, well, I don't know. Like I said, I just don't want anyone to feel bad for getting no votes. But evidently, I can't comment. Because chat's just gonna mess up the voting! Okay, so for our very first fail, and fails also get $25, we have Stale a Mate. But it's okay, I'm gonna use my veto power. Because I do think we have used veto powers a few times before. This was definitely one of those cases. It was very clear that Davidovich had no votes, and potentially for good reason. And chat's pity is not gonna get in between the best game and their $50. Snipe Dragon, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome back to your second month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Alright, so this fail was played by Stellamate. And Rook takes H2 was the start of their brilliancy. Followed by another Rook sacrifice. Followed by a Horsey sacrifice, because if the Horsey takes, there's this. And then after Knight takes, there would have been checkmate if Bro did not flag. Bro literally got 3 brilliant moves in one game, did not get the checkmate, and flagged in this position. Yeah, I know. He sacrificed a Rook, sacrificed the Rook again, sacrificed the Horsey, all to lose on time. So yeah, that's why this game is a fail. Alright, next up, we got this game by AS Money. Should have been a flex, but instead it was a fail. Exactly. Yoink. 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 AS Money played a really, really good game. Got 2 queens. Has made in 2. Has made in 1. plays queen e7 and gets checkmated. That's all. That's all there is to the game. Not his best showing. That's for sure. Oh yeah, also I made it one before that. I mean, the list keeps going on and on. Okay, next up, we've got this game by Pranav Murdy. Pranav played a good game. Was getting attacked a little bit. However, in this position still had plenty of play. You know, nothing to really worry about, could just defend this pawn. Instead, he plays queen to f4, thinking, oh, if my opponent takes this, I have checkmate. Instead, what he misses is that his opponent actually is the one with the checkmate. How does a 2000 lose to a 700 like that? I don't know. If you think that's the worst thing that could possibly happen, you should vote for this game for Fail Friday. I didn't even notice his opponent 700 rated, honestly. Wow. AS Money at least lost to somebody who's round their rating. Whew. Alright, last fail, but not the least fail, scan profile pick was up a queen on move 5. What could possibly go wrong in a 3-minute game once you're up a queen on move 5? Apparently, you can give it back. And on top of that, you decide to swap off rooks for no reason at all. And on top of that, you decide to give away your horsey for no reason at all. And yeah. All this started, by the way, with scan profile pick being up a queen on move 6. But then, at least he gets the draw from his opponent, so... If his opponent had submitted this game as a fail candidate, I feel like we would have had a better chance of this game winning. But who do you think deserves $25 this week? We've got Steal a Mate, AS Money, Pranav Murdy, and scan profile pick as the 4 candidates. That's a flex. I know. That's what I was saying too. Honestly, at this point, I feel like this draw is freaking insane. How'd you get a draw? None of the above would be a funny option to give you guys. We do not have that option. Yeah, 4 fails. We only have 4. Should have submitted a game, you would have had a good chance to win. Now I also need to think of a theme for upcoming weeks. And if you once again missed the submission process, submission instructions are on Twitch, obviously. But the channels are always on Discord. So make sure you're submitting through Discord. True! You just win! That's true. You're not worried about that. Failing. You don't know what a fail is. Yo, Old Man Chess TV, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome to the pool party! Thank you. Thanks for contributing to our Flex Friday funds. Ba-ba. Nah. Also, if you have not played on chess.com, feel free to try it out. It is mostly free. obviously comes potentially at the cost of your mental health. But yeah, what's a little mental health? We do not know next Flex Friday theme. That will be announced when it is announced. This week's theme was zodiac animals. So, yeah. Chinese zodiac animals. We did not get all 12. We had some creative submissions, but yeah, crabs are not in this Chinese zodiac. I did celebrate the Lunar New Year. I ate a lot of dumplings and I had a lot of changshou mian, which is like during Lunar New Year, you're supposed to eat these long noodles to give you longevity. And then on day 3, I ate like a full fish because you're also eating, like basically eating a full fish is supposed to represent being whole. So I did 3 days of Chinese Lunar New Year themed, Chinese New Year themed food. Yeah. Hey B10, thank you so much for the prime as well. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, I did not do any peanuts in the dumplings. If I was with my parents, I would have. I had Brenzino. Yeah. It was good. It was really, really good. It was a lot of fun. Yummy. But yeah, I liked all the stuff. I don't know if I'm pretty superstitious this year or just like it's kind of fun to embrace Chinese New Year as somebody who is Chinese. It's more just like a, oh yeah, I mean, sure, why not type thing. If it gives me a little bit of bonus luck, I'm not gonna say no. But it's not something I'm overly concerned about. It never hurts. A little extra luck would not hurt. That's for sure. Congratulations to Pranav Murdy! That was a really, really close one! Nice. Hell yeah. Thank you guys all so much for voting and participating in this week's Flex Friday. Chat, try to tie it. Chat, super duper try to tie it. But yeah, you forgot to vote? Well, just remember to vote in the future. It's okay. You will have plenty more chances to vote. So. Kitten is, yeah, a sleepy boy. But right before stream, he was being a menace. He makes you guys all think that he's like the sweetest and the nicest and the cutiest patootiest, and like off stream he's just such a menace. When is St. Patrick's Day? I actually like that idea a lot. Like, you made a gamba on one of your moves or something like that. That's actually such a good idea. Ooh, I'm super down for St. Patrick's Day. So next week is gonna be... Okay, March 17th. I'm sold. Okay, games where you got lucky. Games where you made a gamba on a move. Games where you took a chance and your opponent didn't see it. Games where your opponent gifted you the win accidentally and you got super lucky. Maybe a game where you were completely lost and like... Yeah, I think that's actually a really, 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 really good idea. Thanks for that idea, Noel. threatening checkmate in one, but your queen's actually hanging, but then your opponent doesn't even see it. So then you get that checkmate. Going for the scholar's mate. Let's see if we get lucky. Yeah, those are great ideas. So thanks guys for submitting them. So that will be the upcoming Flex theme. The next Flex Friday is going to be in 2 weeks' time. So next week is just going to be the arena. And then in 2 weeks' time, it's going to be the other thing. Yeah, being lucky is a pretty broad topic, so just do your best. It's hard to fail it if it's broad, right? And as always, if you feel like you have a hard time submitting a game in that theme, well, just do your best. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. Alright, thank you guys for watching on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're coming over to Twitch so you can watch the poker as well. Once again, I'm sorry that we did not get the IRL stream today because of some Uber issues, which we don't need to dive into, but goodbye, YouTube. And hello to come say hi to us on Twitch because we're going to be playing a little bit of poker. Yay! But yeah, I was supposed to do an IRL stream today and it just... Poof! But we'll do more chess we'll do more chess tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, I believe. Unless something else comes up. But that is the tentative schedule. This was a last-minute emergency chess stream, but it worked out. I'm glad. So, if you're watching on YouTube, just come on over to Twitch. We'll continue the stream here. Let me swap the category. Goodbye, YouTube. Thanks. The owl is really cool, actually.